Hey everyone, today's September the 14th, right? Right. I'm doing a journal just because I feel extremely moody, upset, kind of teary-eyed, pissed off, and angry today. So it's kind of like a cauldron of emotions. I actually had a pretty good day in the morning. I've been on my lithium, which is like doing good so far. No real bad side effects, so I love it. But, my husband stayed in bed all day, which he hasn't done in a while, and he's getting like really moody. So I can tell he's not taking his Prozac. Um, he says that he can't afford it, which is, at least he has health insurance. I don't have any health insurance. Um, so that's just another excuse for him. But anyways, so he stayed in bed practically all day, which kind of upset me because I actually want to spend time with him, talk to him, because I knew that today was going to be a bad day. Just, you wake up in the morning and you just kind of get this feeling like, holy crap, something bad's gonna happen. And I felt kind of panicky, like first thing in the morning. So I knew that something was gonna happen. Um, so anyways, he got up before he actually had to leave, which is about like 2 something he got up, like 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. And I started talking about Craigslist. I forget why. I think, oh, because I saw this cat on there, gorgeous calico cat. Like we need another one. We have 4 already. Um, but he asked me to stick the Xbox 360 on it on Craigslist with the game, and I'm like, we never bought a game, and he just went like, how my temper is, like it just flares in an instant. Well, he just flared in the freaking instant, and we got in this huge fight about a freaking video game. I just don't understand what's going on. Um, and I don't remember him buying it. I don't. I'm trying to explain to him, like, I don't remember the past 2 years, because the past 2 years, since 2010, I had a complete nervous breakdown. I gave my kid up to foster care, and I finally gave her up for freaking adoption. So, can you blame me for not remembering much, especially with all the meds I've tried and all the stress I've been under, if I don't remember you buying one freaking game? It made no sense to me at all. Um, but he made this big scene about it. Total bitch fit. No joke. Um, and he actually got down on the floor and he started to go through all the games and the DVDs just to find this one game just to prove that he wasn't lying. When all I said was, I don't remember you buying one. That's it. Well, first I said we didn't buy one. Then he said that we did. I'm like, okay, well, I don't remember it. And then he just went into full-fledged anger. Yes, we did. I'm going to find it, show it to you mode. And he finally found it. And he's like, here, fucking see it? I fucking bought it. Told you I did. So I got up. I was practically screaming at him because my throat's sore again. And I was, look, I don't appreciate the way that you're talking to me, the way that you just acted is totally freaking idiotic. I'm sure I said a few other things. I came upstairs, slammed the door at the top of the stairs, and I proceeded to kick it with my knee. So my knee's swollen, probably going to be bruised, and I broke another door in the house. But I didn't appreciate the way that he talked to me, saying that I didn't know what I was talking about, or this, that, or whatever, and just the way that he had to prove he bought it in this childish manner just to prove a point is beyond me. I just don't get it. And I don't think he gets me. I'm really starting to notice that, and I should have listened to my family and the people I talk to, and I shouldn't have got married. We should have stayed boyfriend, girlfriend. Because obviously he doesn't understand that, I just gave up my kid in April, which is like really not that long ago. And I still don't know what to do with my life. I'm trying to figure it out. I want to work, but I'm scared to go back because of my temper and because of my anxiety. It's like I can't control it. I don't know what else to do. Um, anyways, another thing was I went downstairs about 10:30ish, 10:30, right? No, like about 10 o'clock. With some clothes because it's supposed to get chilly. So I thought I would stick some in the washer, like 2 loads of clothes, no biggie. Um, so he was fine with that, and I forgot what happened. We got into another argument about something. Um, I'm trying to remember because this is freaking ridiculous. I know that it was over something like really freaking mundane, tiny, and just there's no point to argue over it. Um, mm, oh, I got into the fact I asked him like how come he didn't come upstairs after he came back from dropping off his friend at his house. Um, I was a bit sarcastic. I said, "Well, you didn't." I remember I told him that you didn't come upstairs to say hi, fuck you, or go drop dead. That's the way I put it. Kind of harsh. And he said that he didn't come up because he knew that I was in a bad mood. That he wanted to leave me alone. And then I responded by, well, guess who the hell put me in a bad mood? And I tried to explain again. It's the way that you talk to me that pisses me off. If you talk to me and make me feel like I'm 2 inches tall, I'm gonna lash out. I can't help it. And it's just the way that he had to prove that he had this freaking move, this game for the Xbox, and the way that he kept on calling me a freaking liar. Like, I did not. He said that I called him a liar, and it totally ticked me off. I didn't say he was a liar. I said nothing like that. And it's the same crap I've been going through for like the past, 4 or 5 years. Is that he starts shit, and he puts words in your freaking mouth, and twists it all around, and just tosses it at you. And it makes no freaking sense. And to top it off, his nephew came back. Somewhere between like 10:30 and 11 o'clock. And there goes the dogs. And it was weird because I came downstairs to switch clothes from the washer to the dryer. And I saw my husband and his nephew on the same couch kind of sitting close and like whispering. Because I could hear them talking, but it was like a whisper. We have a French door. Well, actually 2 French doors for the living room, and there's a pane on the bottom that's actually taken out, so the cats can hop in and out and stuff like that. And they weren't talking; they were like whispering, but just a harsh whisper. And as soon as he saw me come down the stairs, he just hopped off the couch, like poof, he was gone. And I just stopped on the stairs, like, why did my husband just run away? What the hell is going on? This makes no sense. So anyways, I go downstairs, I switch out the clothes, I take out the blanket, or not the blanket, the couch cover, and the sheets for his nephew's bed, and I go into the living room, and I open the door, and I see this young chick on the other sofa, all by herself, just sitting there. Easily about 20, if that, and gorgeous young girl sitting there. And I come in, I see her, and it's just like everybody just shut the fuck up as soon as I open the door. So I just tossed all the crap on the floor, like I'm not in the mood for this shit. I came upstairs. I didn't slam the door, I shut it. The doors are fucked up, so it was kind of loud. And his nephew actually came upstairs like right before I started this video and said that his uncle, I'm not going to say his name, my husband, told his nephew to come upstairs to have me come down and introduce me to this girl, Amber. What's the point? Seriously, what is the point? You go out with your nephew to his friend's house, you see girls there. You go out with your nephew to his family's house, you see people there too. I know that his sister's been to this house, his cousin's been to this house, and I've never met any of them. So why would I want to meet this person? Honestly, why would I? So I don't see the point in it. I'm sorry, I don't. Well, my lovely box fan. So I said no, I'm not in the mood. Which I'm not in the mood. I'm getting sick of it because we're doing a vlog.
I told her to do something.
No, I'm fine.
Since I have respect for you. Okay.
So anyways, don't know if he left or not. Sometimes he stands right by the door and listens. I honestly don't see the point. I don't anymore. I know that he talks to his kids, he talks to his sisters, and he goes out with his nephew to places, and I don't meet any of these people. I've met 2 of his kids. One was actually in the grocery store for maybe 5 minutes. That was it. And the whole time he was just talking to his dad. It's just like I wasn't even there. And then there's his daughter, and I don't know why we stopped talking to her, or why I'm not allowed to talk to her. I'll put it that way. So it's getting on my last nerve. It really is. Because a lot of people are saying that he's ashamed of me. Some people are. Just because of the way that he goes out with his friends, or with his brother, or with his nephew, or he'll take a ride out to Indiana or Kentucky, and I'm not with him when this happens, and he sees his family, and then he sees his nephew's family, and then of course he sees his brother. He went out to his brother's house in Kentucky, and he told me about it like 2 or 3 days later, which is the same fucking routine that it usually is. And I'm not happy in this relationship. I'm really not. It's amazing because if he put in enough time and effort the way that he does to spend time out of the house, to spend time with his friends, spend time with his brothers, take car rides here and there, meet his nephew's friends and his nephew's cousins, who happen to all be girls, who happen to be all in their freaking 20s, which is just the type of people that he likes. And if he just put a tiny bit of that into understanding social anxiety, or just a bit of that into taking one freaking class with me to help understand bipolar better, then I think the relationship would be good. Or if you just put in a pinky amount of time in just trying to be polite, or just trying to be nice, or just trying to spend time with me without having to spend money all the time. It's like he can't do it. If we spend time together, it's like at a freaking restaurant. Ew, and I feel sick just talking about food. That's when he spends time with me, basically. It's either at the restaurant, or the movie store, or a fast food restaurant, or the pharmacy to pick up medicine, or driving to pick up one of his friends to take him home, or stuff like that. It's like we don't do anything by ourselves. Except for restaurants. That's not, to me, that's not a relationship. It's not a marriage. Um, I know he made this comment today. I asked him. I didn't ask him. Let me think. I was talking about the lithium and how I feel like I'm getting better on it, but like I'm not really sure. I feel calm like right after I take it. I feel good, and then I feel kind of groggy, and then it's like I'm back to normal. So it's not hitting me quite as hard as it used to, and the anxiety's peaking again. I think today's just a bad day with the anxiety. Either that or I built up a really strong resistance to Klonopin, which sucks because it's a drug, and I would actually have to go to a psych ward to be weaned off of it and put on something non-narcotic. But I was talking about that today, and we talked about my daughter Sam and her new family. Get off the bed, Gray. Get down. Get down, cat. And then we talked about my meds some more. Well, I talked about my meds. I'm trying to get him to say something about them, like see if he's seeing a bad change or a good change or what's going on. And he said that it kind of reminded him of when we first met. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck? That's the only thing that you have to say? Not that you're sleeping better or you're functioning better or you're starting to eat better or you're controlling your temper better, nothing like that. Just that you are starting to act like you did when I first met you, which is bad, people, because I wasn't on medication when he met me. I don't know what else to do. I'm done. I'm not involved in his life. I'm really not. I don't get to see his family. I don't see his friends. I don't go with him when he goes with these guys for car rides. I'm not downstairs or outside or at these people's houses when he's hanging around these young girls and he's coming back. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand how, you're supposed to be married and he hasn't put shit towards fixing the house up. It's been years, not months, years. I don't understand how a man who doesn't have any money has two checking accounts, two saving accounts. I don't understand how a man who has no money has a freaking Tahoe and a goddamn convertible car. I don't understand how a man with no money would bitch and complain. Oh, hang on. Because I wanted to get this. I mean, he threw a fit. He threw a complete, total bitch fit in the video store and he just embarrassed me. And it cost like $9.95. $9.95 for a Blu-ray. It's not bad. But again, he does that. Do you think I'm made a money thing? And he'll do it like right in front of the cashier or like right in front of somebody else. And I think he done it the whole time that we were checking out. He done it repeatedly in front of this cashier, this like young kid, like young man, not kid, I'm sorry, like the whole time. And I'm just standing there and I was honestly trying to straighten up the candy on the racks so that I wouldn't do anything stupid. It's amazing because I go through all the memories I do have and other information, and I think a lot. I don't have much else to do except for think, which is kind of messed up. But I have noticed one thing is that when we first met, we were like fuck buddies. We couldn't stop. Um, and of course, Tabitha got spoiled. He spoiled her. I never spoiled my child. I mean, she got toys each month, but when we met him, it's like she got toys every freaking week. Um, yeah. And he was fine and happy when I was skinny. I hate to say it. I'm not being rude. I'm not sounding like an idiot. But I'm about 50 pounds from where I was like 4 or 5 years ago. Um, and most of it happened in the past 2 years because of all the meds I've tried, the psychiatric meds. And he doesn't look at me like he used to, like how when I was skinnier and I was nice and trim and my stomach was flat and I actually had a waist. I do have a waist, but I have this little muffin top. It's not little. I got a nice big muffin top. Medium sized muffin top. And it's like if I'm taking a bath now, he comes in and like instead of like staring or not staring, like watching my body like he just wants to jump it, it's like he's just like scrutinizing it is the word for it. It's just like he just stares at like certain parts of my body, which happen to be the parts that have the faults, like my muffin top or my tush that got bigger, um, stuff like that. And yeah, and he wonders why I don't want to be seen naked in front of him. Like it's pretty obvious. Man, that was me. Feel bad. Sorry, that had to come out. Um, so I've been thinking about it a lot. I really have over the past couple months. Well, 2 months or so. Can't decide which one. A couple or two or three or four or even before that probably. But I look weird with my hair down. Sorry. Um, I really am kind of thinking about this, and I think it's because of the lithium also. Like I'm thinking more clearer. Not scatterbrain type thinking. It's like focused thinking, and like I'm starting to put two and two together. That since I gave up my daughter for adoption, so that she could be with a more. Not saying that I'm a bad mom. I'm not a bad mom, but they're not mentally ill and they don't have to spend God knows how long trying to find the right medication or trying to find out exactly what's wrong with them. I do. So I think since I gained all this weight and I gave up my child, it's like he's done. He tries to stay out as long as he can half the time. And usually he's gone on a Saturday and Sunday too on the weekends. He finds something to do with somebody. And then there's times where I just don't believe him. Like he'll say that he's going out with a friend, like a certain guy friend, and he doesn't know it, but he twitches a little bit and like he'll stutter, like right in the middle of trying to say something. And it's the same pattern that he had when he cheated the 2 other times. So yeah. If I could just get some money together and ship all the important stuff that like belonged to Tabitha to my mom's house, I think I would actually ship it out to my mother's house and just pack a bag with all the clothes I can and all the shoes I can, which really is not that much. Um, and just go to a shelter. But it kind of sucks because I don't have a job and I can't pay for my medication. And I don't want to go to a shelter. I'm in my fucking 30s. I'm like, god damn. I don't know. Do you know how some people say that? A lot of people say that the grass is greener on the other side. Like, I can kind of see what they're saying, but I think like the grass is greener only because you don't tend your side of the fence. It's kind of the way I feel. So if you fix your side, then your side's gonna look better. And the messed up part is that I'm been trying to. I was doing a good job um, with the parenting classes and the visits and seeing my daughter, and I made the final decision for adoption. And since then, it's just like whenever I have therapy, he finds something to do so that he's not there in case she must have called him back. He's not there. Or, he's just not there. He tries to be, he says that he's there, and he is, in a way. I got a place to stay in, get to do laundry, get to clean it, all by myself. Get to eat whatever food is left that him and his nephew don't scarf down. He does pay for my prescriptions. Takes me to my therapy. Takes me to see my psychiatrist. Buys personal hygiene products. Takes me out to eat sometimes. Takes me out to the video store sometimes. Takes me out to buy a couple outfits, like every couple months, like 3 or 4 months. We'll go to the store and buy like 2 or 3 outfits. And honestly, I think this relationship has a big effect on my mood. I do. Because I've noticed that when I was gone staying at my sister's house for a bit, I felt calm and relaxed and mellow. It was mellow. I know when I stayed in the psych ward, it was nutty as hell. I've been to the psychiatric ward like 2 or 3 times in the past 2 years. And everybody's a bit screwy in there. You're there for a reason, and you're not sane. And even that felt better than being here. And I finally think I'm starting to realize that, I shouldn't have rushed into getting married. Because his family and friends were kind of right. His family and kids, I should say, were right when they say that he tries to control you. Which is the best way to put it. And usually he'll try to do that, because you're a single mom. Or because he can get you pregnant or something like that, then he can find a way to control you. But with me, his way of controlling me was marriage, because he couldn't get me pregnant. So after he cheated on me with Tess for 4 months, we got married like the following spring. Wow. Yeah. And that was 4 months before my nervous breakdown, 2010. And right now, there's nothing to control me with. I can't get pregnant. I gave up my kid. So it's kind of like I'm no fun anymore. Oh, and the sex thing's even better. I was trying to play with him in the video store, because he was like walking really, really slow. And I said that if he didn't pick up his pace, I would have to grab him by his and walk him around the store. And he'd be like, well, it's about time you haven't touched it in so long. And I just stop dead in my tracks. I'm like, we just had sex not that long ago. And you're gonna... That's what I was thinking. I didn't say it. It's like nothing's never enough. It isn't. If I clean the house, then oops, I forgot to do this room. Or oops, I forgot to dust. Or if I do laundry and like I leave the last load in the freaking dryer because my knees are killing me, he will gripe about it. He will not do dishes unless it's piled up for like a day or two, to where there's days where I don't want to do the damn dishes every freaking day. So I just keep them in there. They're rinsed off. They're not dirty. They're just piled in the sink. And he'll go on a rampage about it. Well, I fucking have to do these dishes again. I can't believe this. Blah, 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 blah. And I'll be standing there like, are you kidding me? I have to do the laundry and clean the whole freaking house and try to keep the fridge clean, try to keep the stove and the freaking microwave clean, because you guys manage to turn it into this sloppy freaking greasy mess, and you're complaining because you freaking have to do dishes. Yeah, like I would love to see him clean the whole house and sweep and mop and vacuum in one freaking day. That's what I do. And I can't say that at least with the exes I was with, the assholes, dickheads, whatever you want to call them. At least when I kept up the house and I kept up this and I kept up that, you know, they actually appreciated it. They really did. Your husband, on the other hand, you can't do enough to make him happy. If I take this or do that, it's too much. If I give him sex Tuesday but I don't give him sex Wednesday, he's gonna throw a bitch fit. Or if we have sex Tuesday, Wednesday, skip Thursday, do it Friday, he'll bitch about Thursday on Saturday. Or even worse, if he's in his mood because he's not on his Prozac. If we have sex in the morning, he'll complain because I don't think I want to have sex at night. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm taking everything I take makes me sleepy. Everything. So I'm like a walking stoner all day. Functioning stoner, but still. Honestly, I thought that was kind of funny because I'm still thinking about him coming upstairs saying that he wanted to introduce me to this girl Amber out of respect. Like, really? Are you serious? Your nephew's been here since last October and you've seen how many young girls, and now you want to do it out of respect just because I saw her, right? I'm not a freaking idiot. I'm really not. I'm just naive and a hopeless romantic. And a really good homemaker. And a good mom. But I'm not stupid. I'm really not. He's a player. I hate to say it. All of his friends are players. They will use and abuse women, cheat and beat, do everything that they can. Even his brother. Well, the one that lives next door. He's not a cheater or beater. Cheater? Maybe. Yeah, I believe that. But and again, I'm not the first person to say it, is that, you know, you are the people that you hang out with. I'm into books and poetry and video games and taking pictures, taking hikes, going camping, that kind of stuff. So you want to see me with people who go out and go to raves or go clubbing or this and that, whatever, or like get their whole body pierced. That's not the kind of people I would hang out with, because I'm not that kind of person anymore. I'm not. So the fact that my husband still hangs out with guys who cheat and beat and have like 2 or 3 or 4 young girls on the side trying to take care of all of them at the same time. Yeah. Really? I'm not old. Dude, I'm not. I don't understand it though. Because his exes, I've talked to a couple of them, and they all say that he has slept with someone younger, like in their 20s. So when he was in his 20s, he was sleeping with those 18 and up, 30s, 20s, 40s, 20s. Can't wait until they turn the 50s. Oh, I'm hoping I'm not with him when he turns 50. Yeah, and I still have not sent my cards to my mom's. I got these pretty cards with the sparkle and the flowers for him, and I haven't sent them out. I think it's partly because I don't want to lie and say I'm happy when I'm not, and I don't want to tell him the truth. I don't even want to know the truth. I try to freaking block it out. Yeah, so today was definitely a bad day. I don't know why. I mean, there's nothing special about today, so I don't know what the problem is. I don't even know what time it is. Anyways, I need to go do the laundry. It's midnight. Get that done. I'll probably take a shower in the morning because I don't even want to be in the same room with them. I don't. I don't understand how my husband can spend the past 4 or 5 years hanging out with different guys, different girls, constantly, and now finally grow some fucking respect. That doesn't happen. You're fucking either playing at something or you're fucking hiding something. There have been so many girls come here that his nephew knows that I've never met, but he's met. And the fact that he ran off the couch like as fast as he could, I never saw. He hasn't moved that fast in over a year. I will definitely see that much. I will give him credit for being Speedy Gonzalez tonight. It was kind of cool. So, yeah. But, no, I don't believe him. Wants me to meet her out of respect. Yeah, so the respect from past years been where? With your nephew, or the respect for the past 4 to 5 years with a freaking relationship. Where has that been? Or the respect when I chose to give my kid up for adoption and you shunned my ass. Where was the respect then? I'm not gonna go on anymore. I need to get the laundry together and get ready for bed because the lithium is kicking and I took it at 10:30. So yeah, sorry it's so long. I'll probably have fun watching this. Okay, night.